This is the birth of the Savior, part two. Naturally, with advantages like that, they quickly became extremely powerful and began driving ordinary people out of business in one trade after another. The government was soon forced to go to war with them in the courts, and that legal war has continued ever since, for that privileged group of people still exists today. Yet the obvious solution, stripping these people of their special privileges, seems totally impractical. For one thing, these folks argue in court that the 10th and 14th Amendments give them a right to do the things they do, as long as they don't break any laws, and the laws have been tailored in their favor. For another thing, they hired as employees many of the people they had earlier driven out of business, who now look upon them as saviors. So anything that would hurt them financially would also devastate a huge number of innocents, and they have been very generous with their close friends, so they now have a large group of very rich supporters who also see them as saviors. All of this has been done in the name of profit, powered by avarice and greed. These people have established an absolute legal right to make a profit no matter what burdens it places upon other people's shoulders, and have absolutely no legal responsibility to raise one finger to move those burdens themselves. And no matter how much profit they make, it is never enough. Their desires are boundless, unbridled from any restriction by law, ethics, morals, or principles. Who are these people? Do you really not know? They're corporations, legally created entities out of the darkest corners of the imagination of men's hearts that have all the same legal rights as naturally born human beings and more. Images of man made somehow more real than men whose images they are. The incarnate spirit of unbridled desire, having no flesh of their own, yet walking in the flesh of millions. How can such a thing be viewed as a savior? By the very nature of a corporation. Owning one makes it easier to acquire money, and money is the tool that helps people to fulfill every fantasy of which they can dream. The first commandment of the corporation is to put money first. The second commandment is like unto the first, to compete against thy brothers to get the money.